Playing on a Budget is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the best Magic the Gathering singles and sealed retailer on the internet, GatheringMagic.com, your #1 source for Magic the Gathering news and content, and RogueDeckBuilder.com, my personal channel filled with innovative and entertaining Magic the Gathering rogue brews. Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 3 with the Flash deck. We have one of these Port Town. Oh, this is good. Port Town can either be a Topplegeist or a Faerie Miscreant first turn. We're definitely going to keep this. I don't think there's much better hands that we can get. We are on the draw into an Evolving Wilds. And now a Prairie Stream. So it's going to be Port Town, though. Which actually gives me a chance to actually put this in play tap. Nah, that probably won't. We'll probably draw a land before we can worry about this needing to come into play untapped. The Port Town revealing the island. And then I am going to just Faerie Miscreant. And he's going to Evolving Wilds for a black. So let's see if we're going to go up against a Seasons Past type list or the Tireless Tracker list. 2 of his Evolving Wilds are going to be burnt, though, for the Tireless Tracker, which is good news. We have a pretty decent hand, though. See if he uses a spell to remove our Faerie Miscreant. He does not, so we can now keep up the flash card. So, ooh. I think we'll just go Prairie Stream into play tapped. Yeah, I'm going to do that and just play another Faerie Miscreant. Draw me a card. So we need to find a Lord. These are the draws we're always watching. Seems really fun. So this is going to be the Tireless Tracker deck. Nissa's Pilgrimage going to be in here. This is going to be very good post-board. We saw kind of this deck manhandle the Goggles deck. This hopefully will run out the same way. We'd have to worry about Languish coming out, so I don't think I really cast anything here. We'll just put in this Plains and just go ahead and attack in with the Faerie Miscreants. This is kind of dissuading him from not running a Languish out just into Faerie Miscreants. I think he'd prefer something else, getting more value out of it. So we'll just Dimensional Infiltrator now. Now we have the Clash of Wills for the Languish, which is good. And if he does not decide to remove anything, he's down to 13. If he tries like Nissa's Pilgrimage, or Nissa's Renewal, we can counter it with the Clash of Wills. Unfortunately, we don't have anything else to Yeah, I don't think I want that to happen. The 7 life is huge. They'd only run a few copies of that. Usually 1 copy. So at this point, I don't know. I think that we just run both Bygone Bishop and the Topplegeist out, and then hope he doesn't have the Languish. But this could be a blowout if he does have the Languish. We'll be stuck at kind of 9 and have no... Dark Petition can still get Languish. That hurts. But it means he can't go get the combo. And yep, nothing I can do there. So that does burn one of his ways to go get the Seasons Past. Hitting the Drownyard is going to be nice. We'll give it a turn. Kalitas. How badly do I care about Kalitas? I don't, because we'll just declare it. We will exile that vampire Nahiri style. See if our Prairie Stream wants to tap for the correct mana. There we go. It has been declared. He does get a clue out of it. He'll sack the clue. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have let him do that because he could get a grasp. Too bad this Dimensional Infiltrator is not a spirit. It's just a dirty Eldrazi. Would have the synergy with Rattlechains would be phenomenal. At this point, Seasons Past isn't that great. I feel like we've controlled the board pretty well. This actually just looks like the Seasons Past, the very traditional Seasons Past. So he goes Dark Petition again. I think I just let it happen because I can't really do much. I can Epiphany. He might just languish here. Looks like Seasons Past is going to come down. Unfortunately, I don't have a... I could Epiphany. Yeah, it just has to happen. He gets back Dark Petition, Languish, and this is how they kind of lock you. Not quite sure how I want to do this, if I want to use the Epiphany right now. Or wait. Bygone Bishop is not good. Because I think he's just going to miss his renewal. That's what I do. That gets him back up. I only have 2 cards in hand. I would miss his renewal if I was him, not Languish. Languish happens. And he'll miss his Pilgrimage. Good news is a lot of his removal is the Sorcery Speed Languish. I need a counterspell here. So reveal the top card of +1 cards from your library. I get to arrange them into 2 piles. And my opponent gets to separate them. So he's going to not give me the Foundry. It's just me Rattlechains. Unfortunately, we get a lot of lands out of the way, though. Yep. Maybe I should have done double Rattlechains in all lands. And that would have given us the... Clash of Wills is huge here, though. Should have done Bygone Bishop. He has 12 mana, unfortunately. So even this is renewals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can pay it. I think I just have to let him do that. Unless his controller plays 6. Yep, that just happens. So he has the lock going through the Seasons Past. Not quite sure Rattlechains is the right call. So he's going to grasp it. Nothing I can do against that. Prairie Stream can happen. I want to wait to get some value out of the Bygone Bishop. I'm not sure I can win this because of the lock. We have to counter that Seasons Past, or the Seasons Past, get it gone forever. But he could be running 2 copies, which kind of defeats the purpose. And he has an insane amount of mana. Declaration of Stone is such a dead card. Again, we need to wait for the Bygone Bishop just to give us some sort of value. He's still drawing lands. Wow. That is a lot of basics in the deck. Usually, I like to run some like Llanowar Wastes and Hissing Quagmires. Well, I'm hitting land drops every turn, I guess, which is significant. Because if he does try to Season Pass, I can counter it. Tyler's Tracker, he's used all of his land drops, right? No, he has not. Of course he hasn't. Another Evolving Wilds. Which at least I get to get rid of a Tyler's Tracker. Not sure exactly how many removal spells he actually has. I think is he out of basics now? He could definitely be out of basic lands. There's the other Tyler's Tracker. Oh, should have saved that Declaration of Stone. And another Evolving Wilds, which gives him 2 clues. He's going to sack him. And I think that the Tyler's Tracker is going to be good. So I kind of blew the trigger probably too quickly for Tyler's Trackers. Well, Dimensional Infiltrator anyway. Probably should have kept that for the Bygone Bishop. He can get it not quite above Languish. So we'll Bygone Bishop here. Topplegeist. Yeah, he can ultimate price it. I still get to investigate. That's why I did it. Okay, perfect. And we'll tap it. And pass the turn. And he'll sack his last clues. But he hasn't been cracking those, so I gotta assume he doesn't have. Okay, I am wrong. He has another land. Yes, he does have the Hissing Quagmires in this deck. So you can sack them and Languish and still be okay, and I think this is going to be the end. So much card advantage. But I think it's just going to be all about countering specific cards. The negates are going to be good. I need to play a little bit faster because this can be a very grindy match. Taking 7 here. A Reflector Mage I don't think needs to come in from the sideboard. Ruinous Path, which just happens. Can't even bounce it. And we draw Dead Plains here. Foundry the Consuls, I guess, it keeps us alive. But not quite sure that's going to matter. Unless I could get the 3rd Declaration of Stone. Now it would be funny if I did get Declaration in Stone. Still has another Investigate, which gives him 3. And this gives me a little more information what is in the deck. So we know of at least 4 Tireless Trackers and 2 Kalatoses, so I'm going to keep in Declarations. And the Wyvern, that's going to be game. So we'll go on to the sideboard. The Negates are going to come in. I'm going to probably bring in the Horribly Awry. I think those are actually pretty good against the and the Vryn's Wingmare actually seems really good. Clash of Wills does too. Epiphany of Drownyard, maybe not so much. We'll bring in Eerie Interlude. Hallowed Moonlight does not need to come in. Reflector Mage does not. I don't know if we need Stasis Snares or the Declarations in Stone. I think that Horribly Awry actually takes care of most of the cards we want to. Keeping the Ojutai's command. Faerie Miscreants and Topplegeist are still good. Stratus Dancer, Bygone Bishop. Bygone Bishop might be kind of the card that is weakest in here, then it does get more value off of the Vryn's Wingmare, and it is a card I can flash in with the Rattlechains. So, Ojutai's command I still like. Horribly Awry, I guess, are just maybe just worse. I think at this point I need to make a decision if it's Faerie Miscreants that just get the, or Topplegeist. I'm not quite sure Topplegeist do too much in this match. I think I'm going to just get rid of 3 Topplegeists. And because the Faerie Miscreants I just think are a little bit more valuable in this particular matchup. Yeah, Horribly Awry does take care of all of his threats, all of his creatures that I care about. We'll keep it, and it's got a negate. We just got to keep the negate up for a specific card. Maybe I shouldn't have worried about that Nissa's Renewal. Our opponent has to do some very aggressive mulliganing. And we'll port down and not reveal because there's no point. See if he's got a Duress. A Duress would actually hit the negate. There's a Horribly Awry, so that's going to be nice. We'll probably just end up flashing in this Rattlechains. Waiting for the Stratus Dancer when we have more lands. If he goes Advocate here, I will counter it. Yep, we'll Horribly Awry it. So I think Stratus Dancer is the right card just to morph in right now. See if he grasps it. Duress can find the negate, but now we have an answer for his... Unless he okay, cool. Now we're in great shape. Plus the island. Let's attack in for 2. Kalatos would be kind of an advocate I'm not too worried about. Does have Grasp up. But I think I go for it here. Perfect. Now we just need to control the board. Oh my god, it doesn't have flying it. I am... Oh geez, that was not a smart play. The Megamorph... No, Megamorph does. No, Megamorph just... Yes, he does. Yes, Megamorph does work. And Megamorph is only... Yeah, let's do this right. Okay, that ends up being okay. He does get around now that he can Languish, so possibly that was not the best play. Down to a 6. He needs a Languish. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to interact with Languish. Or Nissa's Renewal here. Languish happens. Yeah, nothing I can do. We'll Bygone Bishop and Faerie Miscreant. Hopefully he doesn't have that Nissa Renewal as the last card in his hand. Down to a 4. We have lethal on board. He has a Dark Petition for another Languish, unfortunately. So we'll just do it again. Don't quite have lethal. He can grasp. Faerie Miscreant can attack for 1, get him down to a 3. We have a Clash of Wills. I don't know how helpful that's going to be. At this point, Clash of Wills is going to be very helpful, as it counters the Woodland Bellower. He's down to a 2. See if we can close out the game. Tons of removal, though. Don't be a Nissa's Renewal. That is the worst top deck in the entire world we could have faced because it puts him on a ton of life. Yuck. Oh, if the Nissa can help him find a Kalatas. Finds Nissa. He hasn't dropped a... Oh, he will drop a land. Does Ashaya have reach? No. Okay. But it does give him good card advantage. And we can attack into Nissa if we choose. I'm not quite sure where to go. And Dark Petition will do it. He'll find another Languish. Unless he's already used all his Dark Petitions. I thought there was one more in the graveyard. Oh no, he used Languish. He's going to go Hissing Quagmire. And attack in? Sure, I guess that's okay. Why was he leading the dark... Oh, he's afraid of a Clash of Wills in my hand still. Which, this loses his Nissa, but he can just get Seasons Past. Yeah, I know what's in his hand, so I don't care here. Yeah, we have to kill Nissa. Unfortunately, we just can't attack into him. So you can Dark Petition for another Languish, but that uses another Dark Petition. And gives me another draw. Insane card advantage. Pretty crazy top decks, though. Maybe I should just let the Woodland Bellower happen and let him get a Tireless Tracker. And then just kept the counterspell up for something better. Because he's got a, Languish here? If he Seasons Pass, I guess you can get a Grass of Darkness that keeps him alive. And the Nissa's Renewal, which I can't attack through. And he gets to duress my hand as well. So I highly expect he just duresses me. Sees I don't have anything. Does cost him a life. I don't know why he chose to do that over Hissing Quagmire. And he'll grasp the Thunderclap Wyvern. And now I need to draw into some sort of negate. Clash of Wills is okay, but it's not the best answer. Especially if he just nisses here. Because then he can niss it and keep up a Languish. Which I think is the right play. Well, Duress also works. So I did top deck my answer for the Clash of Wills. We'll choose to go Nissa and trigger it off because he does have another forest. Yeah, Nissa's Renewal, which flips Nissa. And they can just get card advantage this way. And now he's got a bazillion. Grasp of Darkness enters the battlefield, which he can grasp off a Topplegeist or a Faerie Miscreant. And that's pretty much going to be game. Just too much card advantage. I need ways probably to completely exile his. Seasons Past. Otherwise, I mean, this chaining of Seasons Past just gets, I mean, it's the lock. Because he goes Dark Petition for Seasons Past, and this is Renewal over and over and over again. Looks like he might have taken out his Tireless Trackers. Oh, nope. There's the Woodland Bellower that's going to go grab the Tireless Tracker. Sylvan Advocate. That's going to... Yeah, I think that's a smart move because then it puts the beats on. And there's nothing I can do now with just top decking into a land there. Tough matchup. Tough matchup. Just too slow to kind of push through it. But I don't know. I think that the matchup is winnable with a properly timed Stratus Dancer. I think that attacking with my Stratus Dancer is probably not good. I should have just left it back. And for some reason, I was thinking I had Flying as a morph card. I was thinking of the card already unmorphed. Anyway, this has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.